G'day YouTube, it's Brett here from Overtime Gaming with you once again, and g'day the MPD Nation. Guys, if you don't know what the MPD Nation is, definitely go check it out. Links in the description. Great channel that helps you small channels grow. Also go check out SGE, Sports Gaming Universe. Link is also in the description there. Absolutely huge gaming channel, does every sort of sports you'd ever think of. Now welcome back with some FIFA 13 Connected Career Mode with Newcastle United, the mighty Magpies. Now, we have the last game in January today. Obviously, in the last episode, we had a big highlight video of all the games in January and all the deals we've made so far. So, in this game, we have our last game of the January transfer window and the transfer deadline day against Villa. So, you can see there, guys, we're down at 8th and a few points behind the teams above us, so we definitely need a win today. Let's have a look at Villa's squad there. Charles Nzogby, of course, the only player that really interests me on their side, and he may be a guy we go for in the summer, but we haven't made a play for him so far yet this season, just because of the funds they want for him. Now, we'll look at our side now. Definitely a different team at the moment. We've put in Borussia for his debut. We've also got Lucas Digne in there. Pogba. Knockout's making his debut, giving Ben Arfa a bit of a rest. So we're looking for Borussia and Knockout to have a good link down the right-hand side of the pitch, and Pogba to be a good defensive presence there in the middle of the park. Now, we get underway now, guys. And obviously, seeing as this Thursday, I'll do my usual recap of the Champions League games. And they were obviously played last night. And of course it was Barcelona PSG. Barcelona had 2 away goals because they drew 2-2 at PSG last week. And Barcelona got very lucky, to be fair. They went through on away goals. They drew 1-1 with PSG yesterday. And it was an alright game. I didn't watch too much of it. It was an alright game. I really wanted PSG to go through. I much prefer PSG's side than I do Barcelona's side. Tell me which one of the two teams you would have preferred to go through. And just let me know. Obviously, before that, it was the Borussia Dortmund game on on Tuesday, sorry, and that was an amazing game, and I'm so happy Borussia Dortmund went through. But let's get on to the other game of the day, and that was obviously Juventus versus Bayern Munich. Now, Bayern Munich dominated Juventus in the first game last week and won 2-0 at Bayern Munich. And I expected Juventus to come back into this game at home and completely turn the tables and actually go through. But Bayern Munich just didn't let them. I mean, they won 2-0 again on the night, so it was 4-0 overall. And Mandzukic and Pizarro got the 2 goals for Bayern Munich. And definitely made it look easy as well. They were all over Juventus the whole game. And it's strange. You look on paper and I would have preferred Juventus' side, but Munich just asserted their dominance and showed why you shouldn't misjudge their team. Although it doesn't look quite as good on paper as the Juve side, they are still stacked and absolutely amazing. Now, obviously tonight is Europa League action, and Newcastle play Benfica again tonight, and obviously we need a 2-0 win at home to go through, because we got the away goal. And I definitely think we can get it. I really do think if he puts out a strong side, which I really think he will put out a strong side because of the result of the weekend against Fulham, and I just really think we can get through. I reckon we'll score an early goal and then they'll be all over us for the rest of the game, and Cissoko will score a late winner, a clutch winner like he did at the weekend. I really see it happen. That's a lovely ball through and great save by Ruffier, but unfortunately the rebound goes straight back to Bocally, who scores for Villa in the 23rd minute there, guys. And that's definitely not what we were looking for at the start of this game. Hopefully we can pull it back quickly though and get back on top of Villa. Now we'll go back into this. One thing that made me laugh today, looking at the news, was Paulo Di Canio. Obviously Sunderland have Newcastle at the weekend. It's going to be a huge game. Both teams really need a win. I think Newcastle are going to pick up the win but it really wouldn't surprise me if it's a draw. I really don't see Sunderland winning. But Paulo Di Canio anyway has come out and said him and Pardew are very similar, and Alan Pardew is just like Di Canio. And I can see where he's coming from. Oh, he hit the post there, unlucky. I can see where he's coming from. He means it from a managerial standpoint. But I'm sure that's not really what Pardew wants to hear when there's been so much talk about Di Canio being a racist and a fascist. But it just made me laugh. Now, alongside this, police have warned Newcastle fans about the game on Sunday, with Sunderland. And this is just typical freaking police warning football fans when, in all honesty, football will handle itself and nothing will go wrong. I think police just need to let go. It's just like when we play abroad and Italian police, all of a sudden there's riot police around England fans when it's the Italian fans and stuff that cause all the problems. But alongside that, Krul has come out and said he targets the semi-final spot, and I really do think it's going to happen. And oh, we get another shot away there. I really do think it's going to happen. But the bit that's worried me is the fact that Marvauex has come out and said we are not safe. Now, I can understand the point of him saying that. He's saying it to inspire his team to make sure they focus on the Premier League and to make sure that we do continue to play as hard as possible in the Premier League rather than just guaranteeing ourselves place. Now, my problem with that is he isn't the captain, so he shouldn't be coming out and saying things like that. If someone's going to come out and say something like that, it should be Johan Cabaye. And the other bit is, it's worrying because Marvauex should be stood there right now thinking, you know what, we are safe. And great save by Ruffier again, and we cleared that one off the line. Let's just get the ball away here, guys. And the rebounds just keep coming out, and they're back through, and it's another goal for Villa. Benteke scores in the 45th minute, right on the stroke of half time. And we got a huge mountain to climb all of a sudden, guys. We're down 2-0. It was good defending at first. Then we just left gaps after the rebounds, and they just managed to sneak it into the bottom corner. That's definitely not how we wanted to go into the second half, and it will be half time now, guys. And we're down 2-0. Huge mountain to climb in the second half, but hopefully we can pull it off. But unfortunately for us, it is away from home, so it is even bigger mountain to climb. But as I was saying about Marvauex, I just think it's a stupid thing to say. But hey, what can you do? Now, another thing that's pleased me, to be fair, Fraser Forster. He's obviously the goalkeeper for Celtic, and he's an absolutely amazing goalkeeper. This season he has looked incredible, especially in the Champions League. He's been brilliant. Obviously Newcastle loaned him to Celtic 2 years ago, and then in the summer sold him to Celtic because of Tim Krul. He has come out and said he really wants to rejoin Newcastle at some point in his career because they're his boyhood club and it's his dream. Now, I would welcome back Fraser Forster straight away. He is an absolutely incredible goalkeeper. And if the right bid comes in for Tim Krul, I really think Newcastle need to consider selling Tim Krul and bringing in Forster. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Newcastle should sell Tim Krul. Tim Krul is incredible and will be one of the world's best keepers. But the fact is, if a 20 million, 15 million bid comes in for him, I don't think we can turn it down, especially when we get someone in return like Forster. And Forster is brilliant and definitely can step up to the plate that Krul will be leaving behind. Now, we're still 2-0 down here, guys. And we're looking to make a sub. As you can see, Jeremy Menez there. He does come off for Aliadiare. And we move Shearer onto the left side of midfield now, guys. Because I still didn't want to stick 2 up front. I get opened up a lot if I play 2 up front. So we move Shearer onto the left-hand side, hoping that he can cut in with his right foot. And move Aliadiare up front. And now you can see him break straight away. And straight away he does what I wanted him to. In the, is that the 61st or 81st minute? I can't quite tell. But Shearer breaks in from the left-hand side of midfield where he'd just been moved to. And just cuts in and hits it with his right foot. A low shot through the legs of a lot of players. Keeper couldn't see it. Shay Given just couldn't get down to it, and it sneaks into the bottom corner, and all of a sudden we're back into this game, guys, and it was the 61st minute. So hopefully we can pull something together now. All of a sudden the mountain has just turned into a hill, and we definitely can get back into this game now, especially with the football we've been playing the last few minutes. Cabaye's trying to get something started here now, and he plays it back to Digne, who with just an awful pass straight to Alhamada, and it's just awful, and all of a sudden Villa trying to catch us on the counter-attack, guys. Now, obviously, this episode is the last episode of the transfer window, and I've got some very disappointing news for us. There's a couple of signings that we unfortunately cannot make, and you won't see me trying to sign them at all in this episode. The first is Yassine Benzia. I went after Benzia big time, and I got him for around 900,000, but unfortunately, I just couldn't pull off the deal. But we've got a free kick here before we go into it, guys. I'm going to try and curl this one into the top corner with Cabaye. Hopefully he can get underneath it and curl it around the wall. But he just smacks it straight at the wall. But Knockout unleashes an absolute gorgeous strike. Knockout on his debut. And what a signing he is. 70th minute goal. And look at this magic strike. It rebounds off the wall. Knockout's there and just blasts it first time and curls it into the top corner. That is absolutely gorgeous, and that's a contender for goal of the season, guys, in his first game. That was a beautiful effort. Oh, wow. For Knockout, who a guy I got for 200,000 plus Stephen Taylor, is that, wow. He's one of the reasons I'm considering selling Ben Arfa. We don't sell Ben Arfa, to be fair, but in the summer he's definitely going to be an option to get rid of. And Knockout's one of the reasons why. If he can step up to the plate like that, that's just incredible. But as I was saying, guys, Ben's here. We do actually agree a deal with him and he signs a contract. We just don't go through with it because unfortunately we just don't have the funds available to us to make the deal. And it just doesn't pay off. Now, alongside that, we do go for Kurt Zouma. But unfortunately we can't pull off the Zouma deal either. They just wanted way too much money. Bocally Sakho was the guy I desperately went after. But again, Wolves just wanted too much money. I'm going to have to go after him again in the summer once I've sold a few more players. Alongside that, we did go for, obviously, the young centre defensive midfielder. I can't remember his name right now. From Seville, that I was showing you in the last episode. He's a definite for the summer. He's going to be my priority for the summer. We then also went after Giroud. Unfortunately, we did agree a deal with him, but we didn't have 7.5 million to pay in the deal. So in our transfer budget, so we just couldn't pull it off, unfortunately. But hang on, we're just breaking with an attack, and Cabaye, Captain Fantastic, does it again. He beats Shay Given there, the former Newcastle keeper, and all of a sudden from 2-0 down in the 84th minute, Newcastle are up 3-2 away from home. What a magnificent comeback. Cabaye just found himself in space, made a gap between 3 defenders and blasted it into the corner. Beautiful effort by Cabaye, and Newcastle are on top. Now, alongside that, we just didn't have the money for Giroud, so he'll be another guy we're going after in the summer. We also went after Ali Sissoko. And Ali Sissoko is a Valencian, he plays for Valencia, he's a French left-back, obviously. And he's very, very good. And they only wanted around 4 million for him. So I tried trading players in deals for him, but they just wouldn't accept it. And we didn't have the funds available to buy him outright. But he is 25, he's a 75 overall, I believe, 76, sorry. And he has potential to become an 82. Now, Lucas Digne is very young, and so is Haidara. So, I really think in the summer I'm going to look to bring in Sissoko and rotate between him and Digne and loan out Haidara. I just think that will be best for our team as a whole in the future, and it just strengthens our team in the short term as well. So, I definitely think that's what I'm going to go do. But back to the episode, guys. As you can see, we do pick up the win against Villa. Come back from a 2-0 deficit in the first half to win 3-2. Absolutely awesome comeback. And you can see Knockout gets the highest rating for our team. But just, he doesn't get the man of the match. I'm not quite sure who got the man of the match. But oh well. Nice win. You can see we're making a play here for Vion. Young French striker from Porto. Trying to offer him Williamson for him. We also make a play for Rafael Guerreiro, a young left back. From the French second division, I believe, and we're just trying to strengthen our depth here. We also go after Abdallah Yazin, young centre attacking midfielder. We actually are offering him a contract here, so definitely a good option for us here, guys. And we're just trying to strengthen our depth and potential players we can loan out at the end of the season. As you can see, it's transfer deadline day now, guys, and this is where it all gets serious. You can see here we offer a contract to Rafael Guerreiro, looking to be our first signing of the deadline day. We're going to put him as a future first team player because in all honesty that is what he is. He's not going to get any playing time really. And Yazin actually accepts the offer, so he's going to be our first signing. We do give up Sammy Amiobi in the deal, but we don't pay anything for him, so that's definitely fine. Rafael Guerreiro also accepts, so there's 2 deadline day transfers straight away. We give up Adam Campbell for him. We do try and bring in Niang here. We're going to try and bring him in on loan with a 9 million future fee, which right now we can't afford, but I'm hoping for some more money in the summer. I may actually use the financial takeover, I'm not sure yet. But hopefully they'll accept that, and Milan actually come back to us here and they do accept it. So we got Niang on loan for the rest of the season with the option to buy at the end of the year for 9 million. 9 million is probably a bit steep, but I'm expecting that's what they'll want for him anyway, so I'm fine with giving that up. We also have a bid accept. We're going to make a loan bid here for Vion. They turned down our bid with Williamson, so we offer a loan with a future fee of 1 million, and they do accept that. So there's another player we have until the end of the season with the potential to buy. So definitely good depth moves here for us. And Niang will actually start for us. You can see there's only an hour left here, guys. We're just going to change the budget a bit. As I tried getting Benzema, but it just wouldn't go through. We do advance here, and as you can see, deadline day has ended. Only 23 million was spent on the day. It's very poor. I'll show you the squad report here. You can see this, everyone's improving. If you want to see an individual player, just pause the video, guys, on that player and have a look at their stats. But everyone's pretty much improving on all their stats, and a lot of them are improving well on overall. I mean, Cabaye has gone up by 2, Sissoko's gone up by 4, which is amazing. And he's going to be an absolute beast next season. And you see everyone is literally improving on their stats, except Henry. Henry's not seen much of the ball, and he's lost a lot of value. He's lost 1 million in the space of a week. But he'll be gone at the end of the season anyway, guys. As will a lot of these players you'll see coming up now. All of these I'm aiming to sell at the end of the season. And then, of course, there's the loan players down here as well that will also be looking to sell at the end of the season as well. So I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe as well, guys, and get your comments flowing in for comment of the week on Saturday. And peace out, YouTube. We're heading into overtime.